And now to Canada. The border between the United States and Canada is experiencing an unexpected increase of undocumented immigrants. According to Customs and Border Protection, a record high 5,000 undocumented Indians entered the United States from Canada on foot in June alone. For the first time ever, a higher number of Indian immigrants have entered the United States via the Canadian border than the Mexican one. Washington has alerted Ottawa as concerns mount over the Trudeau government's visa policies. Here's our report with more.
The US-Canada border, once the world's longest symbol of peaceful coexistence, has quietly become the front line of a new immigration challenge. Stretching nearly 9,000 kilometers, which is more than twice as long as the US-Mexico border, this vast route has seen an unprecedented surge in undocumented Indian immigrants crossing into the United States. In June 2024, the situation reached a tipping point. That month alone, a record 5,152 undocumented Indians crossed from Canada into the US on foot. This figure not only shattered previous records, but also marked a significant shift in migration patterns. Because for the first time in history, more Indians were recorded entering the US from Canada than from Mexico. In 2023, a record 96,917 Indians were apprehended unlawfully crossing from Canada into the US between October 2022 and September 2023. This number represents a five-fold jump from the previous year, when over 19,000 Indians were recorded crossing at this border. Canada's role in this surge cannot be overlooked. In recent years, Canada has become an attractive destination for immigrants, particularly students. The Canadian government, eager to boost its economy, relaxed its visa policies around 2017 to attract more international students, the results of which were immediate and dramatic. Between 2018 and 2022, the number of international students in Canada skyrocketed by 61%, from 566,000 to a whopping 800,000 students. This trend, however, has not gone unnoticed by the US and the UK, both of which have expressed their concerns. The US has urged Canada to tighten its visa screening process, while the UK has suggested that all Canada-bound Indian nationals should be required to obtain transit visas for stopovers. The reason for the UK's concern is clear. The number of Indian nationals seeking asylum in the UK during transit to Canada has spiked alarmingly in recent years. In 2022, there was a 136% increase in the number of Indians seeking asylum at port in the UK compared to the previous year. And by 2023, the number had risen even further, with 1,319 Indians seeking asylum in the UK, many of them Canada-bound transit passengers. So, as the situation continues to evolve, the US, Canada and the UK find themselves at crossroads. The surge in undocumented crossings at the northern border and the spike in asylum claims by Indian nationals in the UK are forcing all three countries to reconsider their immigration policies and their responses to these complex challenges. The once peaceful and open US-Canada border is now at the center of a growing crisis, one that underscores the growing migration crisis, particularly in a crucial election year in the United States.
From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
Kamala, you're fired!
I say, bring it on.
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for a future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment. So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.